I want some cookies so bad. And I want to smoke some weed so bad, so bad, so bad. I said that this weekend I was not going to have any sweets. And I said I'm not smoking and drinking anymore. Guess what I want? I want some smoke. And I want some cookies. I want some cookies. Some cookies! I want some cookies, and I want some cupcakes, and I want some Oreos, and I want some hot Cheeto Puffs. That kind of just came out of nowhere. And I want to smoke a blunt, and I want to order a pizza. Why? 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 Nothing but death can keep me from it. I want some cookies. And I'm like, I can just smoke the blunt and get the cookies and the pizza and just have a nice chill Friday night. What's wrong with that? And you know, give myself grace. But it's like, is that really grace? Is that really grace? When you're aware that you're doing something that you told yourself that you weren't going to do for XYZ reasons, is that really grace? When you're aware of it in the moment, and in the back of your mind, you're like, I'll just give myself grace. That don't feel like grace. That feels like cheating. That doesn't feel like grace. It feels like, and it feels like cheating. Like, grace is like, I don't know. Is it grace? This is hard. I'm trying to be disciplined. I'm trying to do the things. I'm trying to have boundaries with myself. And I'm trying to ground. And I'm grounding, and I'm working on this foundational work within myself, right? Establishing trust within myself, and establishing boundaries with myself, and establishing I think I'm overthinking it. I know I'm overthinking it, and I know that if I ordered a pizza and if I hit the pre-roll that I have, that I've been keeping, because part of me knows that I'll probably, you know, part of me was waiting on this moment of like when I was gonna, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. And I'm just like, this is one of those moments for me, at least right now in this moment. Like, I don't feel pain. I mean, if I do feel pain technically, like it doesn't feel good to have these emotions, right, in my body, but this is a part of the process. I'm in the process. It's a part of the life process, and I'm sitting on my couch, and I'm looking out of the window, and I'm looking at the trees, and the sun is setting, and I feel grateful for the process. Regardless of what I do, I just don't want to let myself down. I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to get in my own way. And a part of me is like, okay, well, how is smoking a blunt tonight? And it's not even like I'm gonna smoke a blunt, because I'm not even trying to get that high. Like, I don't ever want to I don't even want to do that. I usually just like hit it a few times, and then like order a pizza and like watch TV and just have a chill night. It's like, how is that gonna, like, in the grand scheme of things? Ooh. That Mercury square Jupiter is showing its head right now. I was wondering how it was going to manifest in my life. And Mercury's in Pisces, squaring Jupiter and Gemini. Mercury is in my 6th house, which is like my habits, my routines, my health, and Jupiter's in my 9th house, just like my philosophies, my spirituality, my higher purpose, like search for higher meaning and things. And it could be one of two things, right? It could be, because when I was listening to the forecast, right, of the astrological forecast of this week, and this transit came up, she said, don't get so fixated on the details that you lose sight of the bigger picture. So I'm trying to like reconcile, right? Because it's a square. I'm trying to figure out, like, and obviously perfectionism is a struggle of mine. And I do pretty good with not smoking weed. Like, I don't smoke weed on a regular basis. I don't smoke weed really at all. Like, I bought a pre-roll a couple weeks ago out of impulse, and then but most of the time, if I do partake in cannabis, it is when I am in a social setting and I'm around like friends or somebody, and somebody has an edible, and I'll take one, or I'll hit a vape or whatever, a THC vape. I don't do the nicotine, let that go. I'm pretty good with that. Like, I'm pretty fucking good with that. And if I had like no cannabis and no THC around me, like friends didn't have any or I didn't have any, and it was just not around me, then I wouldn't do it, just because, like, it's more so just like okay, well, I have it, I'm chilling, it's Friday night, I don't have anywhere to go, I don't have no responsibilities, my house is clean, I did my laundry, I've been eating healthy, I went to the gym. Like, I go to the gym every day. I eat healthy. I'm intentional about eating healthy. Every now and again I'll order some Pizza Hut. My sugar intake has been a little, I have been, me and Sugar, we playing a dancey dance right now, and I know that I need to like cut out sweets for a while, which is why I said this weekend I didn't want to do any sweets, and here I am like craving hard. I'm just trying to not necessarily find the meaning in it all, but I'm just scared. I'm just scared, I guess. I'm scared of failing. And I know that one Friday night, on a random Friday night, I know that in a year from now, in 2 years from now, in 20 years from now, I'm not going to give a fuck that I smoked weed and ordered pizza. I might be actually happy if I did. Like, yes, live your life. It's okay. You're okay. Everything's okay. I think I'm just so scared of like fucking up my destiny, right? My big, huge, gigantic dream. Please don't ruin this video for me. Anyways, my huge, gigantic dream. Kylo, please don't bark right now. Go get in. Go get in. Go get in. I love you. Lay down. No. It's okay. They were just a passerby, and they're gone. They're not here to hurt you or hurt me or take your house or infringe on your territory. Everything's okay. Is this the habit that I gotta break? The habit of thinking that, and I know that, like, obviously, like, one decision can lead to another decision, can lead to another decision, can lead to another decision, can lead to another decision. And I don't want this decision, right? I don't want the decision to smoke weed tonight to be I don't want this decision to smoke weed tonight to be the thing that, like, sets a domino effect off. And then, like, here I am 6 months later and, like, still smoking weed. Like, that doesn't feel like it's gonna happen, though. That doesn't feel like it's gonna happen. I'll meditate about it. I know the answer already. I can feel the answer in me. The perfectionism in me is like, if you smoke weed, you failed. And then you're not gonna be the person that you want to be. You're gonna ruin your future. Because if you smoke weed now, who's to say you're not gonna smoke weed tomorrow, and then the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day after that? Like, and then you're not gonna be able to break that habit. But it doesn't feel right. I mean, it feels like perfectionism. It doesn't feel like discipline, right? And I've already made a video about the fact that discipline and, like, the difference between discipline and perfectionism is discipline gives you the room to move. Discipline gives you the room to, I don't want to say fail, but shit, fuck it. We're leaning into the failing aspect of it, right? Discipline gives you the room to fail. But the thing about discipline is that it gives you the hope. Not hope. That's not the word I'm looking for. It gives you the confidence to get back on the horse. Like, discipline gives you the room to get off of the horse, whether by choice or not, right? Whether you fall off of the horse or you step off of the horse. Discipline gives you the choice it gives you the room and the confidence to get back on the horse. Knowing that you can, at any moment, at any time, if you ever get off that horse or fall off that horse, you can always get back on it. It doesn't mean you gotta throw the bathwater out with the baby, or throw the baby out with the bathwater, whatever the saying is. You ain't gotta give up on every single thing. You don't have to just stop doing things simply because you had one moment of relapse or had one moment of I don't want to say weakness, because it's all painted in a negative context when you say it like that. I'm going to pray that I gain clarity on this habit, because I know that it right here, what I'm doing right now, is the habit. It's not the weed. It's not the sugar. Like, yes, I mean, obviously sugar is an addictive substance. So that's like, that's just what that is physically. But this here, the ruminating, I don't want to ruminate. I want to be able to flow and live freely and just make the choice and like, oh yeah, it's Friday night. It feels like a weed, and order some pizza, smoke a little weed, order some pizza, and watch a nice movie, lay on the couch with my animals. It feels like the type of night, and it does feel like the type of night, but I'm ruminating on whether or not that decision is going to like derail my life. Like, that's not healthy. That's not healthy. And I don't want to ruminate. Essentially, at the end of the day, it's you make a decision, right? You can weigh the pros and cons, you make a decision, and then you go from there. Whatever happens from there, you go from there. This is fucking bizarre that I'm even... You want to give me love. I want to receive your love so bad. Come here. No, don't leave. I'm talking to my cat. But yes, this here is the habit, the ruminating. I need to journal about it. Because at the end of the day, if I do... I've been grounding. I've been, at the end of the day, if I do... I just don't want to let myself down. But I trust myself. That's a lie. Not fully. Yeah, that's a lie. And I'm not gonna actually like sit here and be like, I know why I say I trust myself. I say I trust myself to subconsciously program that I do, right? Not necessarily because I know I do or whatever. I know that I have issues with trusting in myself, trusting in my higher power, trusting in my path, right? So that's why I say it, to continue establishing trust, because the power of spoken word is truly a thing. Like, it's a thing. So, but like, yeah, I just gotta do some journaling about it, because ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, right, like, I don't want to be a fucking sweet fiend. I don't want to eat sugar every single, like, eat really, like, I don't want that to be a thing, because I don't think that it's good for my body, my mind. Too much sugar is not good for you at all, period. But it doesn't mean that you can't have a sweet treat every now and again. But I also have been having a lot of sweet treats. No, I guess I haven't. What day is it? It's Friday. Last time I had some sweets was Tuesday. It's just perfectionism, honey. I'm very hard on myself. I'm very restrictive on myself. I'm very Saturn ruled, is what I am. Majority of my birth chart is Saturn ruled. So limitations, responsibility, restrictions, maturity, discipline, all of those themes show up heavily for me. So when I'm like faced with like all of these things, I'm like, damn, am I being irresponsible? You know, I don't think I'm being irresponsible. I think I would be irresponsible if I smoke tonight and then smoke tomorrow and then smoke the next day after that. You know what I mean? Like that to me would be irresponsible, not necessarily having a nice Friday night chill, smoke, and this is part of my process. This is part of the process. I have to talk myself through it. I have to analyze everything. And a part of the way I do that is through talking myself through it. But yeah, the habit itself is the ruminating. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna end this video here. I hope that it helps somebody, even if if you have issues with ruminating like I do, and overthinking, and fear of like letting yourself down, or fear of like yeah, then at least this video could do is just let people know that they're not alone, and that it's normal. I don't want to say it's normal because I don't know if that's true. But you're not alone. And everything's gonna be okay. Regardless of what the worry says, and the doubt, and all the other things that come with anxiety. You're gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. So yeah. I think that this is really radical self-love, is being able to look at it all and being able to like say what it is, and still give myself grace, and still allow myself the space to feel all of my feelings, to feel the fear, to feel the, you know, this is what self-care looks like. Like, yes, it's also, you know, incense and baths and bubble baths, but it is giving yourself the space to feel the feelings, giving yourself the truth. And the truth is, Fantasia just popped in my head, but the truth is, it's all gonna be okay. Most of the time, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. And with that, I bid you Adieu.